Okay, so ons gaan vandag verkleiningsvorme. So verkleiningsvorme is diminutive. It's making something smaller. So the rules, the basic rule is add IE. But unfortunately there's somewhat more exceptions than there are IE words. So let's have a look at them. The exceptions are words that ends on a L, R, M, and N. Okay, so let's look at those words with short vowels. R, well, let's start L, R, N, M. Okay, so for all of these ones, we add ETJIE. So let's see. Let's say man, that ends on an N, is man, Nikki. It's a short vowel, so we must double the consonant. Remember that. It's just a normal spelling rule with anything that you ever do in Afrikaans. Rol. Rollikie. No. There we go. Rollikie. And also we doubled the L. Let's say non. Nonnikie. And nar. Narrikie. Okay. So that's with R, L, M, and N. We add a TJIE with a short vowel. So now let's see what happens if it's a long vowel. Okay, so it's the same letters. It's L, R, N, and M. Alright, so let's see. Now we're going to add TJIE. So let's start with tafel. Tafel, key. If it sounds like a key, then it's not a K, it's a TJ. Okay. Tafel, venster, so it ends with an R. So if I say vensterkie, and let's think of a word with an N. Maan. Maantjie. Okay. Now let's have a look what I did here. I said long vowel, except tafel and venster does not have a long vowel. But both tafel and venster is more than one syllable. So all of these rules are with long vowel or more than one syllable. Okay. But now let's look at M. M is now slightly different than the rest. M, if we say boom, then it becomes boompie. Let's do another oompie. Okay. Now I'm going to add another one here with the short vowels. This is also words ending, no, I'm at the wrong place. Here. Or it's words ending on a vowel. Sorry, let's just say here. So this rule with a long vowel or a one syllable word that ends on more than one syllable, that ends on L, R, N, or M, or ends on a vowel, gets TJIE. let's see. Myntjie. Okay, I like using that example because it looks like it's already in a diminutive with a JIE, except it's not. But it ends on an E, right? So we add TJIE. Let's do another. Macy. So Macy ends with an E. So it gets TJIE. Macy key. Okay, so because it ends on an E. So we've got words that ends on an E, an M, a N, a R, and an L, and these ones are all the exceptions. Okay. Okay, now, but now remember, now you guys, you focus so much on these rules, and you completely forget about this one here at the top, add IE. So remember that one, because sometimes they do ask you one, and then you go, huh? It's not in the rule. What is it then? So let me give you a couple of examples of that one as well. So what's left over? Words that ends on a G. Gesig. It's a short vowel, so we add another G and an IE. Gesig, gesiggie. Park, parkie. Let's see. Blouse, that's like a shirt thing. Blouse, see. Okay, so don't forget about that one. The exceptions are basically mainly these ones, and then the other exceptions are words that end with a D or a T, but we'll get to those later. Okay. Then there's one or two other ones that you must remember. These ones you must just go learn. I think some of them you probably already know. Kind becomes kindjie. But now what if we've got kinders? What does that become? Because now what we've got is we've got a meervoud. We've got a plural that is becoming a diminutive. So we're saying kindjie. So we go back to the kind. Kinders is kind. Okay? Now we put it in the diminutive and we put it back into plural. So this plural part, that plural part there, we took away. Then we changed the base of the word to a verkleiningsvorm. And then we just added an S for a meervoud. Okay, let's do another one. Liar. Okay, so that's, okay, let's say lie is likey because it ends on a vowel. Now let's say liar. So that's a plural, but we don't want a plural. We want a diminutive. So we take the plural away, we say likey, and we add an S. Okay, let's look at something like this. Let's use a couple of examples that we already had. Tafel. We said is tafeltjie. Now, what about tafels. It's a plural, tafels. But we can't put a plural in the diminutive, so we go back to the base, tafel, we say tafeltjie. And we add an S, because that's the plural. Okay. So that's the diminutives you need to know for now. We will do some more later on. Okay, then let's skip homonieme and toekomende tyd for now. And let's do some lettergrepe. Okay, a lettergreep is a syllable. Okay, so that is, I'm sure you remember in primary school when you clapped it, you say lettergrepe. Okay, do you remember that? Let's have a look. So the rule is of where do you break things up? Okay, there are a couple of rules, but you must also just kind of listen to the word and see what it sounds like to you. But let's see. Between double consonants, so between a TT or a DD or a MM or whatever we've got, any of this, anything that's double, we break in between the double. Let me give you an example. Letter would become letter. Just change that because otherwise they're the same. Letter, letter. Okay. Then you also have a look at where do you break in terms of if you've got a plural or a diminutive. So let me just write the rule with this. Between double consonants. Example. Okay. Now the other place where you break is Verkleinwoorde of meervoude. Okay, let's give an example. We just tafel. That's come on, tafels. Let me say. No, that's a bad example because it's already two. Mon. So the original word is mon, but now mana we break up ma, na. Okay. Let's say boompie. We say boom and pie. Tafeltjie. Okay, tafeltjie are two syllables already. Tafeltjie. So the diminutive, die verkleinwoord, stands by itself. Okay. Alright, let's see another example. We break up anything that is a prefix. What we said is a voorvoegsel. Okay. Okay, so kom ons sê verstaan. Vir is a voorvoegsel, so we've got vir and staan. Begin. We've got be en gen. We've got voorvoegsel. Let's put that. Voorvoegsel. Okay. Let's look at verkleinwoord. It's ver, klein, woord. Right, there's a couple of examples for that. So that is lettergrepe. Lettergrepe is syllables. Okay, it's not something, those are general rules, but they aren't necessarily rules for everything. So just go look at a couple of words. You've got to kind of get the feel for it. So look at a couple of words and practice it. Yeah, just, you'll have to listen to the sound and what sounds right to you. So it will help to listen to Afrikaans a lot so that you can hear what sounds right and what doesn't. Alright, so that was lettergrepe en verkleiningsvorme.